everybody of us will have to be responsible and in making our packaging sustainable. We will have to, I feel sustainability is of being eco-desirable. We need to be eco-desirable. We need to leverage the levers of reuse, respect to reuse. Mechanical recycling is history. Mechanical recycling is fantastic. It gives the best functional properties which are virgin-like, but there are challenges when it comes to color. The aesthetics are not so good. So we have already ventured into various advanced recycling techniques: hydrolysis, pyrolysis, glycolysis, carbon capture, making polyethylene from carbon capture. We have successfully launched a few projects which are piloted. It is yet to be on a larger scale, but I'm sure it will be done, right? Because wherever there is sea coast, this can be done. And we can go to the extent of 20% without disrupting that can be used in flexible packaging. So these are some of the things which are happening, and there is a lot more, but for the time being.
Okay, great, Manish. I think
as far as sustainability is concerned, is an integrated approach that we should have. When I talk of integrated approach, it is not only packaging, but it is the product, the manufacturing processes, as well as the packaging, all three put together. And at Pidilite, we have projects which we are doing where I would say that by design, we have kept on reducing the polymer consumption over the years. I mean, it gives us the benefit of sustainability, obviously, and it also gives us the benefit of cost. And that cost is what the consumer gains. So that's a double benefit that the consumer gains. And it's also, they are also happy that they are consuming products which are more sustainable. The other intervention that we have been doing is finding alternatives to polymer, finding alternatives from, and that what we have been doing over a period of time. The entire use of post-recycle content as well as pre. So that's what we have been doing, and I'm happy to say that in the last few years we have kept on use post-consumer recycle, pre-consumer recycle in our packaging. So some of the packaging that you consume, though we don't declare, would definitely have a PCR content in them. And over a period of time, we have kept on increasing it. And maybe this year we might go a few hundred tons of PCR that we would use. There are challenges, no doubt, and that's what Manish was trying to, to refer to, in terms of the challenges that we have in mechanical recycling and all of that. But, there are interventions and there are options and solutions available as far as material science advancements is concerned. One.
That's a tough question to me, because the challenges of recycling sachets is something that the entire industry faces. But in one of the meetings, one of the meetings which I attended some time back, somebody asked me, about tearability of sachets. That is another big challenge, when the consumers are using it, the tearability becomes a big issue. Today, after, hearing out some session, I find that, what is the from where it is mimicked, this entire sachet design, I think it is mimicked from a coconut, because it is difficult to crack, Therefore, if somebody asks me tomorrow that same question, I can say that, it is mimicked from, something in the nature. So having said that, I thank Nidhi and the entire Light team for inviting me on this thing. Well, just thinking over what, on the sustainability and what we can do on sachets. See, while coming to, this place today afternoon, I put a Google map, and it just thrown 3 different options to me, and then everything was similar, 43 minutes, 44 minutes, like that. Then finally I had to make a choice, which I think I made a wrong choice. So I think the sustainability is also something like that it is very difficult to make a choice. And then once you make a choice, you will have to go along and then keep finding that you need to make corrections in the whole run. See, sometime back, these questions keep coming because sachets which is littered all over the place. I think before COVID, the Sri Lanka government just banned, sachets. Anything less than 20 gram plastic use, Sri Lanka government banned. And, many people kind of, what they did is they kind of tried to bypass the law by making it 21 gram. But at Godrej, what we did is we moved to a glass bottle. Now, a sachet versus a glass bottle, there is a big cost difference. And if you see business-wise, it is not sustainable. So, the point what I'm trying to make is that there are no clear, viable alternate options today, if you look at, to give consumers products, because one of the key vision of Godrej is to also give affordable beauty care products to the public at large. So if you are looking at it, then an alternate option today is not available there. So when you're looking at it, you need to kind of look at what is the first consumer you can do.
Compared to the FMCG in other sector across the globe. And as a responsible sector, of course, we have a responsibility about sustainability to the packaging material and other things. But we must think about in pharmaceutical packaging, it's not about the changing anything, all these things. Because the role of the pharmaceutical packaging, safety of the product, efficacy of the product. If I compromise anything on that, it's a bigger risk for the patient, all these things. While while manufacturing of the packaging material for the manufacturer as well as the user, both has to go certain regulatory concern. You cannot ignore all these regulatory concern and regulatory requirement compliance. Otherwise it will be rejected by the regulatory company, regulatory agency, as well as the risk of the packaging materials. So when I am talking about this packaging material, selection of the packaging material from the recyclable material and the biodegradable material, there is many challenges to use this biodegradable and recyclable packaging materials. So consider the biodegradable packaging materials. The shelf life of the any pharmaceutical product 3 to 5 years. I do not know, is there any microbial attack or not? Is there any fungi attack or not on the temperature on that? And what is the impact on that? And even I'm talking about the recycled packaging materials, I do not know what is the extractable, leachable part of these things. What is the impact on this product on that? Last on the list, there is no certain rules and the freeness for the brand owner to use recycled packaging material for the pharmaceutical product. So everybody talking about we recycle packaging material, all these things. When I'm talking about the regulatory compliance on these things, they are very, very rigid to change all these things. There is a multiple question they are asking on that. Last, I'll tell about what is happening in India. See, I'm talking majority of the product in India in the tablet capsule packaging, PVC and aluminum foils. So you cannot use the PVC cannot be recycled on that. So what is the challenge on that? Even also, in Japan there is no uses of the PVC, they are using the PET, and PET is recyclable. But when I'm talking about the uses, the India, the PET, there is a cost impact. There is no machine such that can use the thermoforming